Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm Tatiana, currently working on the EU Business Hub, Japan and the Republic of Korea. And I'm here today with my colleague Paolo, who is also contributing to the program as well. And we're here today to give you a bit of an overview on the program, as well as the business mission that the EU Business Hub is currently hosting. So if we can move to the next slide, Paolo. We'll indeed quickly deep dive into the agenda, but we'll start by a quick overview on what the EU Business Hub program is. We will then look at the business mission that is currently open, which is the Smart Energy Week Autumn 2025. We'll look at then who can apply, what are the benefits for EU companies, how to apply, and then tips and tricks for successful applications. And hopefully this answers all of your questions. So don't hesitate to drop any in the chats. We'll also have a Q&A at the end for you to ask any of your questions and for us to answer any doubts you may have. So thank you very much in advance, and tune in for the rest of the session. All right, so let's kickstart with the program itself. So let me tell you a bit more about what the EU Business Hub is. So in the next slide, you can see a bit of an overview of what the history of the EU Business Hub program has been. It's been a long-standing initiative for business-to-business cooperation, and you've probably heard of previous editions of the program, such as the EU Gateway or the EU Business Avenues. So these were previous editions of the program. We're now rebranded as the EU Business Hub. But the quite good thing is that the team has remained throughout the different editions, and so the team has been involved in previous editions of the program and is ready to hop on the ride for the next few years to accompany European companies in their internationalization journey. In the next slide, you can see a bit about what the EU Business Hub is, and so just to give you a quick overview in a bit of a nutshell. It's an EU-funded program that supports EU small and medium-sized enterprises in the field of green, digital, and healthcare sectors to enter the market of Japan and the Republic of Korea. So the program organizes 10 business missions to Japan and 10 to the Republic of Korea over the next 4 years, so until 2027, so actually 3 years. And each business mission will allow 50 innovative companies to be joining. So that means that for each of those 10 business missions per country, we have 50 European companies from all member states joining our program. So this is a bit in a nutshell, and then a couple of numbers. As mentioned, we have 2 key markets, Japan and the Republic of Korea. 3 key sectors, which are green and low carbon technologies, digital solutions, and healthcare and medical equipment. And the program will be running a total of 20 business missions until 2027, and 10 per country, and 50 company per business mission. So that's a bit the overview in numbers of the program. Now, just to give you a quick idea on what's coming up. We have a couple of missions that will be taking place in the Republic of Korea in the field of digital solution, but also healthcare and green and low carbon technologies. As you can see, we had a few in 2024 and beginning of 2025. Digital Solution Korea, for instance, but also Healthcare and Medical Equipment Korea, which took place a couple of weeks ago. And in June, we have Green and Low Carbon Technology Korea 2025 that will be taking place. And so companies have recently applied and will be notified soon of their selection. As you can see, we still have a few coming up. So get ready to apply to the next few ones because there are plenty of opportunities that are coming up in those 3 sectors in this Republic of Korea. For Japan, we have also a bunch of opportunities coming up. The 3 of them that passed recently were Semicon Japan, Smart Energy Week, and the Japan IT Week that is taking place in 2 weeks actually. So it's quite around the corner. We have then the EU Business Hub at Smart Energy Week, Autumn 2025, taking place that will be taking place later on this year. And so as you can see, we have quite some exciting opportunities coming up in Japan as well, and lots of cool things coming up. So hopefully we see many applications from all of you for these business missions. In the next slide, Paolo, thank you very much. I will give you the floor to deep dive a bit more into the business mission that we have open now, which is the Smart Energy Week Autumn 2025. So I'll leave you the floor and get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Thank you. Thank you, Tatiana. Yes, now let's go to the business mission that we have currently open. So this business mission is a business mission to Japan in the green and low carbon technology sector. Will take place in September 2025 from the 15th to the 19th. And companies selected for this business mission, we have 3 days of B2B matchmaking sessions. We have study tours. We'll exhibit at the Smart Energy Week 2025 Autumn Edition at Makuharimes. We'll have the opportunity to network with local stakeholders. So these are the subsectors that we are specifically looking for this business mission. European SMEs and startups involved in the renewable energy sector, including technologies such as hydrogen and fuel cells, solar power, rechargeable batteries, smart grids, wind power, CCUS, decarbonization, and circular economy. Here, I would like to highlight that companies in this business mission will exhibit at Hydrogen and Fuel Cells Expo. So companies that belong to this hydrogen and fuel cells subsector are strongly encouraged to apply, but also the rest of the subsectors can also perfectly apply, and we will happy to have you on board. So this is the agenda that we will have for this business mission. As I mentioned, it will be 5 days business mission from the 15th to the 19th September 2025. The first day, we will have the welcome and networking gathering. The second day, we have the briefing sessions, study tours, and site visits. And in the following 3 days, we will have the matchmaking and exhibition at the Smart Energy Week, where you have the opportunity to network with local potential partners. So who can apply for this business mission? This is the eligibility criteria. First, you have to be a European SME or a startup. And in case of SMEs, to exist for more than 5 years and be able to demonstrate 3 years of financial figures. And in case of startups, exist for more than 3 years and be able to demonstrate 2 years of financial figures. The second requirement is to be entirely or majority EU-owned and have the headquarters in the European Union. The third requirement is to be active and operational in one of the economic sectors covered by the program, either as a producer, subcontractor, engineering company. Please note that business consultants are not eligible to participate in our business missions. The fourth requirement is to have a proven track record of international business cooperation outside the European Union. The fifth one, to have a sufficient turnover and number of people employed to successfully enter the target market. And the sixth one, to have a solid business strategy for entering the Japanese and Republic of Korean markets. Also, we understand that expanding to Japan and South Korea is not easy. It's not a one-shot thing. So we give the opportunity for SMEs and startups to participate in up to 3 business missions distributed between both target countries. This means you can participate in 2 business missions to Japan and a third one in South Korea, on 2 business missions to South Korea and a third one to Japan. So the benefits that the program offers for the selected companies, let's go to this. Here we have identified 6 main benefits that selected companies will be receiving. The first one is the strategic coaching. All the selected companies will have a pre-departure preparation where you will have briefing on how to do business in Japan, market intelligence information. You will also have sector briefs on-site industry and sectoral presentations, and site visits to sector-relevant facilities. Another benefit and a key benefit is the B2B matchmaking support, as each company will receive a pre-arranged agenda of B2B meetings. This is each company will have the opportunity to indicate what kind of companies they would like to meet during the business mission in Japan, and our partners in Japan. So in Japan, in this case, will prepare a personalized agenda for each of the selected companies. The third benefit is the exhibition, as all selected companies will be part of the EU Pavilion and at Smart Energy Week, and each company will have an individual exhibition space. And you will also have the targeted promotion of your company's products or services. Of course, we also provide technical support, such as interpretation, booth installation, design and creation of digital business mission catalog, and promotional material. And we also provide hotel accommodation. Financial support for up to 1,000 euros for accommodation is covered by the EU Business Hub. In this case, selected companies will stay at Hotel in Makuhari, Hotel in Manhattan. And the sixth benefit is the financial support to benefit from a menu of additional custom-made services, such as interpretation, legal advice, regulatory issues, booth decoration. In this case, also in total, up to 1,000 euros is covered by the program. So this is the pack of benefits that the selected companies will be receiving in order to facilitate your expansion to Japan. So here, of course, before embarking the business mission, we'll have to prepare the business mission for you. So as I mentioned, we will travel, we will provide accommodation and customized services, also help with your company promotion and matchmaking. So for instance, for the accommodation, we will kindly ask you to provide your company and participant details and share travel details, so we can organize the logistic and book your accommodation and help you with the logistical aspect. Also, in order we will kindly ask you to help with your book decoration, to also order additional services that you would like to have for your booth, in order to enhance visibility on the EU Pavilion and to attract local partners in Japan. Also, to help with your company promotion, you will help us provide the necessary material for your purposes, so we can help with this, so we can ensure promotion prior to the business mission to attract local partners to your booth. And also with the matchmaking, so we can prepare an agenda for you. We will kindly request you to provide insights on pre-selected potential matches and engage with your coaches with the objective of facilitating tailored matches and maximize your business opportunities in Japan. So here we have some pictures of the previous business missions that we organized to Japan. And this is the image of how the EU Pavilion will look like in the Smart Energy Week Autumn Edition in Tokyo for this business mission. So here you have the how to apply. If you are interested in participating in this business mission, here you can see the process. So this is the entire business mission cycle that we have for each business mission. And the first 4 green boxes, registration, expression of interest, application and selection, belong to the application process. First, in order to participate in our business mission, you just need to create an account on our website, eubusinesshub.eu. You can easily create an account by clicking in either of these green boxes, join us or get started. And you can register by filling in your information and creating an account. You will be required to provide basic information like a general email address, password, VAT number, contact person details. And once you have your account created, you will be able to submit the expression of interest. So once you log in your account, you will see the business mission that you have open at the moment. At this stage, you just need to select a business mission that you want to participate in and submit the expression of interest form. This expression of interest form includes information like company details, contact person details, business activities, and motivations. And once you submit the expression of interest form, we'll have a evaluation team that will check if your company profile is eligible for the specific business mission. And in this case, you will be invited to apply. Otherwise, if your company profile is not eligible to participate in that specific business mission, please don't hesitate to reach out for feedback, because your company might be eligible to participate in another business mission. Also, please note that the expression of interest is not a finalized application, because the eligible companies will be invited to fill in the application form to the business mission they would like to participate in. So once the companies that have been deemed eligible will have the opportunity to submit the application form. At this stage, you just need to log into the members area and complete and submit the application form within the set deadline. These applications will be assessed by independent experts using predefined criteria. And again, if your application is unsuccessful, feel free to contact us for feedback, because you may be better suited for another business mission. Here, I just want to put out 3 points, highlight 3 points. First one is that the application is a two-step process composed of the expression of interest form and the application form. So you need to complete both forms to apply for a business mission. Then the application form is meant to give you the opportunity to showcase your activity in the best way possible. So please, we invite you to take your time to properly detail each of the categories. And this application form includes information like company details, business profile, business activities, international strategy, and participant details. So here we have the general process, and now we'll go to the selection part for the fourth step. So here we have the specific tagline for this specific business mission. 6th June is the application to submit your application form. So by this deadline, you need to complete the 2 steps of the application process in the following order. First, submit your expression of interest. You can do it right now. And then the evaluation form will check if you are eligible to apply. And if deemed eligible, you will be invited to submit your application form before the 6th June. Then, in late June, we'll have the communication of the selection results to participants. In July, we'll have the online pre-departure meeting with all the selected companies. And finally, in September, from the 15th to 19th, 2025, we will have the EU Business Hub Smart Energy Week Autumn 2025 Business Mission. Now, we would like to share with you some tips and tricks for a successful application. I will give the floor to Tatiana again.
Yes, thank you very much, Paulo. Indeed, so now that you know a bit more on how to apply, there are a couple of important points in order to make your application, to bring your application to the next level. So let me show you first for the expression of interest. So as Paulo mentioned, the application process takes place in 2 steps. The first one being companies submitting an expression of interest to our business mission. It's a short form in which you have to explain the rationale why you're interested in the business mission in a couple of points. It's quite short, quite easy, and it's on purpose so that you know quite fast if so that you're able to fill these in quite fast. So for the expression of interest, so this very short form, you have to detail your interest on why this business mission. And here the main key advice that I would have for companies is to really be descriptive and really provide the team that is reading it with all the information and the relevant narrative around why your company is relevant for this business mission. So the idea is really to build a narrative and show show us that you're a good fit for this business mission. So that's really the key point, I think, for a successful one. So once that is done, I would also recommend that you reach out to the clusters that are in your countries. We'll show them at the end, but basically we have a network of chambers of commerce and industries that are working with us, that are here to support you, here to answer your questions, and also here to help you shape your application. So would definitely recommend that you get their advice and get in touch with them. They're also in close contact with the selection team, so they're able to ask questions fast for you, to direct you into drafting your expression of interest. So voilà, these are the key points that should take into account when filling in your expression of interest form. Then you will receive, usually quite promptly, an eligibility decision on your expression of interest. So your company may be eligible or not eligible. If it's eligible, you're invited to apply for the business mission. If you're not eligible, I would definitely request that you ask for feedback, because it could be that sometimes the company is just not a fit for that specific business mission, or is maybe a bit too young, for instance, or would be better suited for another business mission, for instance. So the idea is that you really don't get discouraged by not being eligible, because it could be that it's just not the right fit for that business mission. So that's why I would recommend you really reach out to our email address that we will show at the end, to request feedback and see how you can improve your application, or see if you're just a better fit for another business mission. So those are the key tips for the expression of interest. Then in the next slide, you will see a bit more about the applications. And so, as I mentioned, once you are eligible, you're invited to apply, and that's the second and final step of the application process to the business mission. And the good thing is that the application form is, in the end, quite short as well, because half of it is already filled from your expression of interest. So I would recommend that you really put a lot of time and effort in your expression of interest, because half of it is, because the whole thing is reused for your application, so you don't have to fill in the sections twice. So that's to make it a bit faster. Then when it comes to your application, there are a couple of do's and don'ts that we decided to put here a bit on the screen. The first couple of points are, I think, the do's. What's important is that you really provide detailed descriptions of your go-to-market strategy. And this means detailing who your target audience is in that market, what kind of companies you're looking to meet, what are specific stakeholders that you have identified. And I think this boils down to the idea that companies need to also be very involved in the preparation of their business mission, because the EU Business Hub supports you in developing long-term connections, creating networking and business opportunities, but you also have to have a strong idea and a good vision of where you want to go as a company, and how you want to achieve your milestones on that target market. So it's good if you can show that you have identified this key audience, that there's potential, and that you know who you would be ready to talk to when you go to Japan or to Korea, for instance. The second point is to show your competitive edge. So really to show that your company is unique, and that you have a competitive edge compared to the rest of the Korean market or the Japanese market, for instance, and depending on the business mission. So that's just an example on the board. But if you're applying to a business mission to Korea, make sure that you have that you show that you have something to bring on the table. Same for Japan. Make sure that you show that your company is unique and innovative. So that's something we really look for in the applications. And then why this market is a target market. And so here the idea is to show that there could be synergies, specific connections that you're looking for. So these are the things that are important to show what you're looking for on that market. So those are a bit the key elements to highlight in your application. And I would say provide as many details as possible. Avoid generic descriptions. Make sure that you have a clear rationale, and that it's well backed up with facts. Same, all the numbers that you input in your application, number of employees, revenues, turnover, make sure that they're correct, because when we come across applications where there's discrepancies or inconsistencies, it usually is not a very positive sign. So I would really recommend that you put the correct effort in the application to make sure that it comes across as really you are the right fit. So these are a couple of elements that I wanted to highlight for the application. In the next slide, you will be able to see, sorry, a couple of examples from the application form. So as you can see, we have here one question that is extracted from the application form, which is please provide a short description of your international business strategy, especially with regard to the target market of the business mission. And so that's I think that's a pretty basic question if you take it this way, but it's really also an opportunity to showcase that you are a right fit. So a good answer would, for instance, explain the overarching ambitions of the company and the relevance of the expansion for the product, for instance. This would be tied to a rationale specific to the target market and not only to the Asian market, but specifically to the Japanese or Korean market you're interested in. So making sure that you really tie that to a local experience or a local insight on why specifically this market. Then it would be good to provide additional detail on the company's product and why internationalization is key to achieve your ambitions. And finally, detail a couple of next steps for the companies and highlight any relevant previous experience, for instance. So these are a bit the important points that should be in that answer. So I would really invite you to whenever you're doing your application to take these into account, and really that's the level of detail that is expected as applicants for the EU Business Hub programs. In the next slide, Paolo, thank you. Oh, I think it's thank you very much. We have here a couple of contacts for you to reach out to. So if you see if you're from one of these member states, please reach out to your cluster leader. So these are a network of Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as I mentioned, that are supporting us and here to answer your questions. So these are their email address. Please reach out to them. They're also on our website. They're here to answer any of your questions and are directly in touch with us. So it's also a very good channel to reach out to if you have any questions, need more detail, for instance. So yeah, these are important stakeholders that can help you in the development of your application.
Wanted to kindly ask if you can provide your feedback. It is important to us to improve our presentations. What additional information you would like to receive in this kind of webinars. So please, you can scan the QR code that you see on the screen. And thank you so much for sharing your feedback.
Indeed.
And lastly, we are also on social media, on X, LinkedIn, YouTube. And as Tatiana mentioned, any questions you may have, you can also, we are available at support@eubusinessapp.eu email. And you have all the information of the program in our website, eubusinessapp.eu.
Indeed. Thank you, Paolo. If there are no more questions, thank you for filling in our feedback. Maybe one last point from me. If you have any questions, indeed reach out to us, but also do not hesitate to, when you do your application, contact your cluster leader, contact our support mailbox to help you. And also don't forget that when you're on board on these missions, once you're selected, what really adds value to this business mission is not only the preparation that the hub provides, but also your preparation as a company. And so the more you prepare your business mission, the more successful it is. And that's really something that came out from the previous experiences that we had with companies recently. And you can find them on our website. We have a couple of videos of testimonies where companies really explain that it's essential that before going on your business mission, you identify the key partners you want to talk to. And obviously the team is here to help. But it's really key that your strategy is well defined and that you're able to provide us with what you need so that your business matchmaking can be as tailored as possible and as effective and fruitful as possible. So voilà, these are the last few points I wanted to mention. Thank you everyone for attending today, and don't hesitate to reach out if any question. I guess we can close it here, Paolo.
Sure. Thank you, Tatiana.
Thank you
Thank you,
very much,
everyone.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.